Hello one, hello all. Welcome back to From the Depths. Now today we'll be continuing our adventure campaign in this episode, which is number 6. And some of you may not know this, but if the keen on Gamunj, you might have noticed that we are jumping right back into the action. So let me load in, and I will pause it almost instantaneously, because I know that right when I loaded it or left last time, there was a Let me with the lighting and stuff. Yep, I was correct. There is a Huskarl that spawned basically right in front of us. Let's see. It's not a particularly difficult craft to fight, but it is over almost. Oh, it is over 250,000. So I'm not sure really where all the materials. Was that centered on purpose? Oh, right, it's a cram turret. Okay. I'm not sure where all the material cost went into this thing, but 250,000 is 250,000, and this thing should net a decent profit, as well as this 16k right in front of us. So let's go ahead and kick things off. I'm going to be allowing the craft to fight a lot more on its own this time around. So let's go ahead and turn this up and turn that up. But yeah, oh, there's something over there. Don't worry about that right now. Fight that thing. While you fight that, I'm gonna go figure out what on earth it's fighting over here. Wow, it's quite a ways away. It's not even relevant. I'm not sure why I was attacking that as a priority, but it was. Now let's get over to the... Nope, didn't work. What on earth? Oh, it's super tweet. Okay. Oh wait, is that a Barracuda? It might be a remnant Barracuda from the last episode. Let's see. Alright, so the Huskarl is already regretting its existence in this plane. It's getting torn apart. Block of Betty. It seems as if the wood is like dying so quick that the laser, it's like almost overpinning. Like each individual hit is wasting a lot of material, or not material, laser power by, you know, just doing more damage than the block can handle. I don't think lasers pass on. They are damaged like Thump does, or like, actually no, yeah, Thump and Kinetic. Oh, there we go. Cop the masks off. Ooh, something exploded in the back. How many materials is that right there? That is, okay, only 1,600. Nothing crazy. This thing's still worth 246,000, so it's only dropped 40k total. Once again, I'm not really sure where all that material cost goes into. Like, I mean, it's not a particularly, like, what? Do all these APSs just add up to that much? I mean, I have to assume so. Let's we're good, we're good. I have to assume that's what it all adds up to, but I don't know, it just doesn't look like it should cost almost 300k to me. That right there is... Oh, it's a ransack. What on earth are you? Look like some Deepwater Guard nonsense? Yeah, let's go ahead and just ruin this day.
Listening. Engaging now.
Yep. It actually looks really cool. That's the one downfall to the Deepwater Guard. Like, it looks so cool. And if they just replaced like their wood with alloy, they would be a much more formidable faction. And also, they look absolutely beautiful. I commend all the keepers of the lore that, you know, maintain this sort of piratey aesthetic, and also, like, you know, they just look amazing. So props up to them, but unfortunately, they're just not applicable. Get destroyed, nerd. Once again, the Spectre serves to be annoyingly resilient. I ought to take over the lasers and just take this thing's head out, but I'm much rather focusing on the camera work for these future episodes. Gonna make it a bit more fair as well, and, you know, once again, the slug match I was talking about, it's a lot more fair when I'm not aiming for its vitals every single fight, so I'm sure you guys understand. It's already engaged. There's another Spectre? That's why I lagged. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a Paladin, okay. So not quite a Spectre, but also, what's this over here? A Pontus despawned while I wasn't paying attention, apparently. But it will go down very soon. This is yet another beautiful craft by the people of the lore. I absolutely love Deepwater Guard and Steel Striders, like their aesthetic design. Steel Striders obviously being a lot more realistic, except for their larger godly variants. Like they stick to like relatively realistic ships and like shape looking. You know, like these wires are obviously completely non-functional. Like this right here, having that spin around and stuff like that. Definitely beautiful attention to detail. Oh, that gun just got completely obliterated. Let's actually see that. So it just, like, all 3 barrels just died simultaneously. And yep, I would have... Ooh, the whole gun's gone. That'll do it. Alright, so now that I've got everything cleaned up, I will be going through a red portal, upping us to difficulty 35. I want to get a bit more diversity, a bit harder enemies to face, you know, give us back a bit of a challenge. These last 2 episodes have been, I wouldn't say a curb stomp per se, but most definitely nothing too challenging. Now, with that in mind, I believe before I messed around and before I messed around and lost that save, I think I was in 35. So I know we can at least hang with the big dogs, so to speak. But I'll get over to 35 and I'll show you guys the first encounter we have once we get there. Okay, so after a bit of contemplation, I have decided that this episode, the next episode, or the one after that, depending on how many battles and scuffles I get into, I will be doing it another massive redesign. Now this redesign is probably going to be the last big one, knock on wood of course, until we get to the end in which I enact my final plan, which some of you may know, some of you probably don't. But yeah, I don't dislike this craft per se, but it's built in a very slapped together kind of way. It's not exactly my style. I've said this numerous times. So I do want to build something that's a bit more, what's the term, up to snuff. So I'll be doing a redesign off in the background, and then when it's done, I will go ahead and swap it over. Now this craft as it sits is worth just shy of 400,000. This craft can carry just about 1 million. So my target for a final is just below 1 million. So that way we can have 400,000 or so material excess just in case things go awry. But yeah, like I said, don't dislike this craft, but it's just not my style. I made the executive decision to go ahead and up the difficulty to 40 because I spent about 20 minutes driving in circles, straights and whatnot, difficulty 35, and nothing spawned. So I decided, what the hey, let's go ahead and make it a bit more hard for ourselves. Oh? What are we shooting at? What are we shooting at? Or what's shooting at us? Oh, that thing is far. What is this thing? Let's go ahead and not engage. This is a submarine? Steel Striders? What name? The Remora. Let's just try something. That should, in theory, be able to track this submarine. I know it's not obviously a torpedo, but it should be able to go use its speed to get down there. No. Okay, so I need to give us... whatever. Lasers it is. This thing is close up to the surface for it to be okay, right? Right? Let's go. Destroyed. Get wrecked. And away we go. Let's squeeze you. Now, what on earth is this thing over here that is banging APS shells at me? Let's go ahead and turn on our attack protocol. Where are you? Pretty far. We have a UI. Work with me. No, come on. Oh my god, I've got over to it. All that for this thing. What are you? Clydesdale? Really? Oh, that really grinds my gears. Attack. Attack. Why is it not letting me like make things attack? Oh, right. Doi. Not Doi? Okay, whatever. What are you? What is this thing? Looks like an angry chicken. It is an angry chicken. Yep. Well, that is a low tier threat. Go ahead and get rid of it. Missiles, just destroy it. And the Clydesdale is still over there. Something is weird with my UI. It's like not letting me tell it who to engage. And also we're missing like a lot. I need to up our detection, it seems. Hello. Another vessel has spawned. Let me just get this saved real quick. We can go over there and watch it die. A fiery death. Sick it, boy. Let's go ahead and go to our combat attack mode. Another Clydesdale? Whatever. We can watch it get destroyed. I do like the cram volley. I would love to play some sort of Age of Sail campaign where this sort of thing is viable, but I mean, obviously, look at this range, this distance, the speed. It's just not viable to be using a cram gun, or you know, several even. They probably hurt to be. Oh, something big just spawned. No, just a Clydesdale. You know, I don't know what's up with my CPU performance. The absolute most I've ever seen Front-Adepts use at a single time is 4 threads, which is 2 cores, and those were pegged at like 80%. So even the amount it decided to pull from my system wasn't even fully utilized. It's kind of obnoxious how often it doesn't really, what's the term? Doesn't like, I guess just doesn't utilize my computer as well as it could. Like right now, I am recording using a CPU intensive encodec so that my CPU is doing the frame by frame rendering. I'm recording the gameplay as you see at 1440p, 165 hertz, and if I look over my CPU usage, I'm at 30%. and 10% of that's OBS. So I just don't know. But then my game's stuttering. It's like you dare stutter while using a fifth of my potential. Kind of obnoxious. Oh, something just spawned while I was playing cleanup. What are the? Is that another angry chicken? I hope not. Oh, it's some Great Talons nonsense. Let's go ahead and get things started. You are an Ascension. I fought one of these a while ago. I think this was before I lost the save. This was footage I actually didn't get to record. I remember fighting one of these. They're kind of a pushover, all things considered. But let's go ahead and push them over. Now let's look over at the Ascensions. Not having a good day whatsoever. Yep. This thing seems to not even be firing back at this point. The only weapons I can... Hang on, let's get the camera set up. The only weapons I can see is that APS is offline. It has missiles that are still coming at us, so there's that. There's a cram gun right there, right under my camera. I guess I was blind. On the bottom... Oh, she's going down, looks like. That cram's dead. That cram is completely gone. Oh, is she going down? Is Frazier down? And... wrecked. You've already lost this fight. You're now a sitting duck. Now, I have considered doing some sort of meme things. Like, I've been working on a mass driver. For those that know, obviously you understand, but a mass driver basically is you spawn a vehicle, typically a nuke and or a heavy like lead block or a heavy armor block tipped with a ram or some spin block of some sort. And what you do is you have an APS on your main craft that fires graviton ram shells, and it hits this vehicle, thus throwing it forward several times faster than the speed of sound, and it impacts with the target. If it's kinetic, it goes through, tends to pop turrets, whatnot. And if it's a nuke, well, I'm sure you understand what a nuke does. If it just teleports inside of you all of a sudden. I've been working on a relatively practical application for one of those, like making it, smaller, more compact, more reliable, whatnot. And even so, firing, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And I'm wondering, is that something that you guys would be interested in me making? Would that be something you'd want to watch? Is me mass drive stuff in adventure mode? Hello, what have we here? This way. Pink lasers, interesting. Is that a Scarlet Dawn craft I see? It is. Hello. Well, full steam ahead. Let's go ahead and tango, shall we? I think I'm taking quite the beating on this. Not really, sorta. But this thing over here, yeah, my UI's busted. It's not letting me see like the durability on things. That chunked off something relatively high damage. Let's go ahead and get the camera back to how I had it initially. There we go. Be a bit more cinematic about it. That purple laser is not doing all too much. But this thing is quick. It is most definitely outrunning my missiles here. How fast are you? Is it on this page? Am I missing something here? 165. Well, on the slow end of it. But the missiles did catch up to it. Actually, if I pull something a little sneaky, let's back up a little bit. Take the lasers and then just go ahead and knock those out. That should slow it right down. There we go, and back to doing your typical business. There we go. She's a sitting duck now. That is grounds for destruction. It seems to be very nose light. It's not having a good day. Let's go ahead and aim for that thing in there. Yep, the turret was right there, just like I suspected. We pop that off. This whole thing goes down, and she is now defenseless, motionless, being beaten to a pulp. And this thing is the Cosmos. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this crap before, but hopefully I'll be seeing more of it. It actually was kind of difficult to take down. I had to shoot the engines out myself. But just like all giants, they do topple. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is all the time I have for today. Hopefully I have enough footage to make an episode that's 15 to 20 minutes long. But if this is something you like seeing, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, show me this is something you want me to keep doing. Go ahead and comment whether or not I should move to a more meme-focused playthrough, or better yet, message me on Discord if you already got me. But that's all I got time for. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh.
more than half of them missed.
Yeah. But the Bulwark is not happy about the half of the miss.
They just decide
Hey.
to roll over.
You've got holes in the bottom. Okay, now it's. I think your Sigiris is about to into space.